Welcome back to my channel. Obviously, if you're an OG of Peachy Maddie, you're noticing that this is on a brand new camera. Pivotal moment for me. It is such an honor that I finally have a camera to shoot high quality videos on. So this is the first of very many. So today's Vlogmas is going to be a Q&A. I'm going to be reading some questions from my phone and I'm going to be answering them. So the first question that I'm going to be answering is, how long have you been riding? What is your equestrian story? So I have been riding for literally my whole life, ever since I could walk. Basically, my equestrian story is that I come from a family who love horses, ride horses, do it professionally, train, judge, and do all the things. And so I was basically born into that. I'm riding my whole life, and I did take a break, I guess, for maybe a couple years. But for the most part, I've always had a horse, and once I became an adult, it was much easier for me to have a horse. But as a teenager, I had a horse. As a little kid, I had a pony. Like, horses are just everything to me, and I've been around them for a really long time. And it's something that I share with my mom too. Basically, I do dressage, which is an English discipline of riding. Harvey does not jump. I see some questions on here about like, what do you do? Do you jump? Harvey's mainly a therapy horse right now because of what I went through this year. If you're watching this and you don't know what's gone on this year, I lost my husband this year. So my horse is now a therapy horse. And so his purpose is to provide comfort to me, to hug me while I cry, comforting, deep-rooted, like masculine energy. He's like this huge white horse. And basically he's a therapy horse, meaning if I want to walk around, I'll walk around. If I don't, I won't. If I just want to go groom him, like, I'm not focused on showing right now. I was in the past. I used to show basically my whole life. And aspiration was always to go to another show. It's still a goal of mine, but I feel like it's gonna be a really long time, and I feel like it's gonna be something different, like working equitation or something like that. But to all my equestrian followers and all the people who are invested in Harvey, that is the long-winded answer to how I got into horses and basically what do I do and what do I do with Harvey. This next question is definitely interesting. Is being in social media something you'd recommend to someone as a job or a career? Yes. Yes. Yes and no. Yes, if you understand what it comes with, meaning like trolls, haters, to have like armor of steel like around your soul and your heart. Like as like a career, yes, because I believe in art, and I think that when I went to YouTube Black's Flowers, it really inspired me to see Swoozy's story about how YouTube is one of the highest paying platforms right now for creators, period. And the fact that you can just start with your phone and you don't need a camera. I'm verified Black, everything on an iPhone. This right here with a cracked screen. It's not about what you have, it's about what you see and how you can bring that to life. This question I always love answering, duh. Basically, what sparked the birth of Bougie on a Budget and the other sub-series of Bougie on a Budget? Have I always liked looking for discount stuff? How did that start? Bougie on a Budget was heavily influenced by my grandma, Shirley. We loved to go shopping together. Every Black Friday, we go looking for deals. We go shopping. She'd buy me clothes. We were best friends. God rest her soul. She passed away from cancer. And my mom would take me to Dollar Tree every single Christmas and get stuff like this. And we would put it all over our horse stable, and we would decorate our horse stable, and we would decorate the tree, and we would do tinsel everywhere, and we would just deck the halls with Dollar Tree stuff. And we would like decorate the horses' stalls. Someone also asked what's a Christmas tradition that my family has. A Christmas tradition that we have is riding together on Christmas. So ideally, if everyone can be on a horse on Christmas, that's what we used to do. There's a picture of like my husband on one of our horses in Maryland, and then me on one of my mom's horses for one of the Christmases. Basically, Bougie on a Budget started because I started TikTok during a time where TikTok was heavily saturated with unobtainable standards of living. It was basically like the birth of the era of where did you buy that? And I chimed in and I was like, my space is cute and I decorate with Dollar Tree stuff and like maybe other people do too. And I kind of want to chime in and be like, you don't have to break the bank to look cute. And this is what I do. And so I came up with Bougie on a Budget, but I spelled it differently on purpose because I wanted it to be like my spelling of bougie. Sparked Bougie on a Budget is the fact that I love a good deal, period. I just love a good deal. I just do. And the math just maths in my head as I shop, and I just know what's worth it and what's not. Like, I just do. When Bougie on a Budget became a viral series, I decided to create sub-series of Bougie on a Budget, which all of this I basically just came up with in my brain. A lot of it had to do with like video games. I guess like I was like a Pokemon girl. And so a lot of it had to, like a lot of the stuff, like if you notice, like I'll say stuff like choose your character, or I'll be like, I'll say like new character added, edition. This edition, this like different edition, I don't know, and I got that from Pokemon. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to always do Bougie on a Budget, I want to do something else. So, and I have other opinions too, because I wasn't able to showcase like Fabuloso and, you know, cleaning products at Dollar Tree with Bougie on a Budget, with it only being home decor. And that's when I expanded my range to home in general. And when I did that, that's when Buy This Not That was born, and Things You Might As Well Buy At was a test series that failed. It didn't so Things You Might As Well Buy At was eclipsed by Buy This Not That. There's no reason for me to do Things You Might As Well Buy At anymore because Buy This Not That eclipsed it. So basically I created those two test series and I figured out which one would eclipse the other. Bougie on a Budget Lifestyle Edition, to be at home. That's anything that has to do with home, me at home, me doing DIYs, that's Lifestyle Edition, not in the store. And I don't know, I just came up with all these different editions or little branches of Bougie on a Budget. Bougie on a Budget is like the grandfather idea. And there's all these little trickles of sub-series and sub-ideas from Bougie on a Budget. Sorry, my friend just texted me. Here's another fun question. Is it weird making videos in public? Do people notice you? So this question is very, very, very fun to me because the thing is that do people notice me? Absolutely not. Nope. My own family doesn't even notice when I'm filming. I can literally be walking next to my own family and they're engaged with me and I will quickly, like when I tell you I'm quick, if I want to film something, if I'm doing a vlog real quick, I will quickly just like, quickly and then be down, up, down. Like it's very, like I'm quick. So do I feel some type of way about it? Is it weird? No. Also, I'm to the point where it's like, okay, my video is gonna go viral, so I literally don't care. I don't care. And there has been a time here out in Vegas where someone did notice me at Dollar Tree, but they were like, Maddie, is that you? And I was like, it's me. Next question is, do you think you will ever quit YouTube? And then the question beneath that is, can you do a meet and greet? No, I'll never quit YouTube because of that question beneath. Can you do a meet and greet? Because YouTube's the type of thing where it only snowballs. So will I ever quit YouTube? When I tell you I love filming, my entire world crumbled before my eyes, without my consent, without time for me to even blink, basically. And I clung to the things that I loved the absolute most. Filming and film and bringing to life the ideas in my brain. My horse, my family, my animals, my home. Because before I was an influencer, I was still doing the same thing. How did I become like a content creator? Y'all have to understand, and I don't like my story. I don't. Like my first couple of videos went viral, like mega viral. I, from the jump, was just handed followers. And so, I didn't have to work for my first 10K, 20K. I did not have to work for any of that. It was boosted up without having to work for it. But then from there, I could have easily walked away. From there, that's when I took the reins and I was like, oh, I think I want to do this. I think I want to make something out of this, but I don't know what. And so I just thought about it, and it just took a very long time, and it blossomed into something beautiful, which is this community that I've created. So no, I'm never gonna walk away from YouTube. And truthfully, I've always loved YouTube the most, period. You know, I'm known to be a TikToker, but like, look at how much effort I put into YouTube versus TikTok. Okay, next couple of questions. What do you plan on doing for Christmas? Spoiling yourself? Etc. Yes, I'm hosting for Christmas. I'm hosting my family, and yeah, I am spoiling myself because somebody said it best. A widow actually contacted me, and basically like, he would treat me, so I'm gonna treat me. Because I want to and because I can. Period. That's it. That is literally it. Copernicus move. Okay, we're gonna continue on with the questions. My mom came over for a little bit, so I took a break. What are your top goals for 2024? Survive. My goals for 2024, I don't even know. I barely think about tomorrow. I didn't even know, like, truthfully, like, my goal for 2024 is to just survive. Someone else is asking, personally, I wanna know about your ADHD. How do I cope? How do I manage it? How does it affect my life? So I didn't even realize I had ADHD till I was like a whole adult. And I have a college degree. I have a bachelor's of science. So I was able to still get a STEM degree and, you know, make the dean's list every single time. Having ADHD, however, makes it so it's like people online sometimes comment saying like, oh, look at the camera, like, oh, stare at the camera, because like I'll be like darting my eyes around. I'll be like looking around, or I'll be like touching my hair, or like touching stuff, because that's ADHD. Like, very like fidgety, and like, I guess the way that it doesn't really like negatively affect my life, except for I lose things all the time. Like the other day, like I'll like walk out without my wallet, or I'll walk out without like things that are like important, or I'll literally like I'll start a task and then I'll get distracted by something else, and then I'll literally veer off into that distraction, and then veer off into another distraction, and then like by the time I come back around and I see what I was originally doing, I was like, oh yeah, and then I go leave and do what I was originally gonna do in the first place before all of the distractions. Like, I had ADHD in high school. I think that in high school, it frustrated me in math class. But in college, I excelled in literally every subject, including math. So, and I think it was because I was given more time. ADHD, like, I think it gives me a little bit of razzle dazzle. You know, I'm not doing anything about it. My doctors have deemed that it's not worth doing anything about. More of like an anxious girly, and like I'm very anxious. Obviously, like I've been through a lot of trauma, and it's more important to treat that rather than the ADHD that I have. Definitely like something that I do bring up, because I feel like, I don't know, people try to be perfect, or they try to act like they don't have mental illnesses, or they don't have, you know, ADHD, or they don't have this and that, or like learning stuff. Hi, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Anxiety, panic disorder. Hi. Hey, ADHD, panic disorder, anxiety. You know, let's normalize it. Question kind of in depth, because I'm trying to normalize talking about mental health. Talking about my own mental health seems to inspire others. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I think that my ADHD also shields me from a lot of things, meaning that I don't pay attention to a lot of things, meaning that there's a lot that I just miss. Let's say that we were at a party, and you had something to say to me, and like you didn't like me, and we were at a party and you saw me at the party, and like I walked past you and you made a comment and you were like, ugh, I wouldn't hear you. Like I would be so focused on myself and like walking into the party and like the fact that there's like noises and like how do I get a drink? I'm over 21. Like how, like, or like where I'm going. I wouldn't even be worried about you. Like I wouldn't even hear you, like at all. Like you could even say like ew, and I still wouldn't hear you. I'd think that you were, and even if I did hear you, I think you were talking about somebody else. So my ADHD kind of shields me from things where it's like, I don't pay attention to certain things. I'm like, whatever. And I'm able to do that. Yeah, so it hasn't been that bad for me. But I know that for some people it's really bad. It really affects their grades and stuff like that. It didn't affect my grades in college. Like I slayed. So you can still slay with ADHD. It's not a setback. So I guess that's something I need to say is like, it's not a setback at all. And a lot of people think that I'm like funny for like the little quirks that I do. Like I'll just like randomly be like singing or like throw like the shower steamer. I'll be like, yeet. Like that's just what goes through my head. And I feel like that's a bit of ADHD where memes play in my head, songs play in my head, like random sound effects play in my head. Like I'm looking at this right now and I'm thinking juice, juice, juice. Why? ADHD. That's just pure ADHD. I'm just like, apple juice. It's also my personality because I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm a Sagittarius on the cusp of Capricorn, Capricorn rising and moon, Scorpio midheaven, which is why I'm a mystery. Thank you guys for tuning into this Vlogmas of Q&A. This is the first video filmed on my new camera. Yay. And I love you guys very much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're watching this. If you want to become a member of my channel, know that I am posting all of my videos to my members first and then the general public. Also other perks like having a little badge and me responding to your comments. So let's say that I have 100 comments. I'll just filter it to members only and respond to my members first. So you always get priority. And my memberships can also be gifted. So I want you guys to turn on in your settings and let me gift you a membership. So go in your YouTube settings, make sure that you have it turned on that you can be gifted a membership, because I'm allotted a certain number of memberships to give. I'm able to do that now. So, but I need you guys to have the feature turned on for me to give you a membership for a month so that you can just test it out or whatever. 99 cents, and it's just something that I created as a feature of YouTube. There's also the community tab where, you know, we talk. It's like a Facebook, a little blog. You guys have an amazing holiday, and I'll see you in the next Vlogmas.